Hello, Geminis, Gemini Moon, Gemini Suns and Risings. Welcome to your March 2024 astrology predictions. On March 1st, Geminis, we have the Sun in Pisces sextiling Jupiter in Taurus. On the same day, we have Venus in Aquarius sextiling the North Node in Aries. The entire intention is in your 10th house of career and public reputation. From here, the Sun is making a harmonious aspect to Jupiter in your 12th house of hidden things and other dimensions. You may have this strong interest into esoteric topics, and you may also be doing some deep extra research that could help you gain a lot of knowledge. You may also do some work behind the scenes and isolated from others that could benefit your career and your public reputation. For others of you, you may be doing a lot of inner work and shadow work to be able to remove a lot of mental and psychological blockages that could have held you back in reaching your biggest potential career-wise. I do see some of you Geminis even starting a business that could be somewhat hidden from others, or at least from the people that you hang out with every day. On the same day, as I said earlier, Venus in your 9th house makes a positive aspect to your 11th house. You may experience pleasant, sudden wish fulfillment that benefits you in the long term. Topics related to university, higher knowledge, spirituality, research, and legal matters could become quite favorable to you in some faded way. You may also be able to reach a large number of people and individuals in social media or the internet in general. You may also enter a group of people and a networking group that you could have been wanting to enter for a long time now. The North Node here, collaborating with Venus, is trying to give you some kind of reward that may also be related to some hobby or some creative abilities, since Venus rules your 5th house. There may also be some wish fulfillment related to hobbies and your creative activities. On March 3rd, we have Venus in Aquarius squaring Uranus in Taurus. Venus in your 9th house makes a tense aspect to Uranus in your 12th house. Uranus here is asking you to remove internal blockages that may be keeping you from achieving your highest potential. You may have some spiritual downloads and inspirations that help your inner world at this time. You may also have sudden situations with foreigners, with people that deal with the law, and also people with higher knowledge, and also individuals that come from educational institutions. Some sudden event could create and stimulate you in a way that your subconscious mind is radically changed. Venus rules your 5th and 12th house, so you might get some insight through research work or spirituality related to some hobby and creative activity that you may have. It may all happen behind the scenes and away from the public eye. You may also have some situation that pushes you to go on a trip to distant lands and foreign places. On March 6th, we have Mars in Aquarius sextiling North Node in Aries. Mars from your 9th house is making this positive aspect to your 11th house. You may be driven to focus a lot on spirituality and higher knowledge, to be able to connect with groups of friends and people, or to just simply network with others. If you are in the travel industry, then you may be receiving blessings and support to connect with others, maybe online through social media, and increase your pool of clients internationally. For others of you, you may be researching, studying, and working towards your long-term goals and the dreams that are in some way fated and karmic. Mars naturally rules your 6th house, so you may be driven to study and do a lot of research related to health topics and wellness. You may also be looking for ways to improve and change up your daily routines. Mars also rules your 11th house, so I can see a lot of you Geminis working towards your long-term goals and dreams, and also in expanding and improving your social groups and circles as a social sign that you already are Geminis. On March 8th, we have Mercury conjunct Neptune in Pisces. Mercury is coming together with Neptune in your house of career and public reputation, you may communicate something that is maybe a bit confusing to others related to what you do with your career. It may also be that you don't really give out a clear image of your status as a person, whether you're married or not, employed or unemployed, and so on. Anything that makes your reputation, actually. On the other hand, though, Neptune could help you shape your public persona in a way that is most favorable for you. Neptune also gives insights from other realms, and Mercury is the planet of thinking, so Neptune may give you some important spiritual downloads that may help you in your career and your public reputation. On March 9, the Sun in Pisces is sextiling Uranus in Taurus. The Sun from your house of career is making a positive aspect to Uranus. You may take a different approach to the way how you spend time by yourself and the way how you look in the eyes of the other people. You may also be open to taking a different approach to spirituality. If you are into the esoteric and spiritual sciences and have done some persistence learning about them, then Uranus could really help you and make you accept and embrace your originality and other spiritual downloads that you may receive. Uranus here is really asking you to let go of your past and also your destructive patterns and move into the future and create a public reputation for yourself that embraces and goes well with your originality. You may also show other people unique ways to help others and be charitable that could really increase the respect that they have for you and also the way that they view you. The Sun rules your third house of communication, so you might make something public on your own, or it could be that some news related to you and your status in the society becomes public and known to others also. On March 10, we have Mercury entering Aries, sextiling Pluto in Aquarius, and on this day we also have the new moon in Pisces. You may have a friend that is like a spiritual compass for you at this time, or it could simply be someone that is very spiritual and knowledgeable that feeds your soul with a knowledge and helps you get closer to some type of spiritual enlightenment. Mercury rules your first house. It rules you, and it could be that you initiate a lot of discussions with foreigners, with spiritual people, and people that deal with legal matters in a way that empowers you and lets you accumulate knowledge. The new moon is happening in your 10th house, bringing you new beginnings in your career and your public persona. This is an angular house, so you may experience new beginnings also in your family environment and partnerships, and also who you are as a person and also your physical body. This is also the house that focuses on the way how you contribute to society, so you might start to have some type of new approach when it comes to your own reputation and how you give out to the world. On March 11, we have Venus entering Pisces. This will happen in your 10th house, giving you some more blessings to this area of your life. Venus is naturally exalted in Pisces and it feels comfortable in this sign. Therefore, it will really help you appear more pleasant, more nice, kind, and approachable to other people. Venus may also soothen up any challenges and changes that you may have had in your career. Venus rules your 5th house and 12th house, so you might give some kind of announcement when it comes to your hobbies and your creative activities. You may also speak more openly about spirituality and what you have been working on behind the scenes, but in a way that is pleasant in the eyes of others. On March 19, we have Mercury conjunct the North Node in Aries. You may focus a lot on your social groups, networks, social media, and also big groups of people at this time. Mercury, your ruler, is helping you make some fated conversations with groups of people that is very fated in some way. You may enjoy personal and familiar relationships also, especially with older siblings. Other people, on the other hand, may love to listen to you and to hear your thoughts on different topics, as your mind is very fresh and thinking very quickly, and could also give you some insights and strong intuition at this time. You may encounter friends that you have not met in a long time, but such encounters might be also very fated in nature. On March 21, we have Venus conjunct Saturn in Pisces. Saturn is slowly going through your 10th house and teaching you to steadily build and take care of your public reputation and your career. With the Venus conjunction here, you might be working hard towards one of your hobbies and creative endeavors. You may receive some favor from an authoritative figure, maybe someone who is older, or someone who is more serious and mature in nature. This conjunction is more likely making you become more serious of how you want to be known into the world, but also how consistent you are with spending time with your children, your hobbies, and your creative talents and abilities. You may come across more serious and mature to others during this time. You may also seem more serious and responsible with yourself and your public reputation and how you come across to others. On March 22nd, Mars enters Pisces in your 10th house again. You may be and feel and come across as extra driven and motivated to make changes in this area of your life. You may also come across as a bit aggressive to others. Mars rules your 11th house, so you may publish pictures, selfies, and so on with your friends and groups of people. You may also feel hopeful and extra motivated to pursue your long-term goals and dreams, but do it in a very public way. You may also come across as a bit more irritated and agitated, so be aware of that. You might be given more leadership roles, and also some of you might get the opportunity to set in place some type of authority at work and in your career. Be careful of impulsive decisions when it comes to what you put out there in the eyes of the public, as Mars sometimes gives you spontaneity and sometimes not very carefully thought actions. March 24th brings Venus in Pisces, sextiling Jupiter in Taurus. We have an amazing aspect going on between your 10th and 12th house. You may receive inspiring downloads and discoveries all behind the scenes that may benefit you in some extraordinary way when it comes to your career and public reputation. You may also connect and reach people overseas and foreign lands that somehow impact how others view you. Obviously, this will be the case for only a few of you, as it depends on your personal chart, but it is out there as a possibility. Jupiter may be expanding your understanding of other realms and different dimensions and instructing you to take those insights in some way and by really showering you with warmth and pleasantness on the way how others take you and how they view you. Venus rules your 5th house and 12th house, so some piece of art or some hobby and creative endeavor could really be in the spotlight and bring the attention to you as a person. On March 25, we have the lunar eclipse in Libra. The first eclipse of the year is happening in your 5th house of creativity, hobbies, entertainment, and children. Some kind of entertainment that you participate in could be removed from your life through this eclipse. It could also be that something new comes into your life in form of a hobby that you may feel very interested in and that could benefit you in some way. You may also win through gambling and by taking chances, but it could also be the other way around. So please be extra cautious if you're into that. You might have a child at this time, or it could be that you or your partner gets pregnant. Obviously, that's the case for only a few of you. On March 28th, we have Venus in Pisces sextiling Uranus in Taurus. We close the month on a beautiful note, Geminis, with Venus in your 10th house, making a positive aspect to Uranus in your 12th house. This is pretty similar to March 24, but the difference is that you may achieve some surprising, shocking downloads and revelations that are going to enrich your soul in a very profound way. You may also be affected when it comes to your public persona and how you're perceived by the world in a positive way, to where people approach you easier and feel drawn to you. Uranus rules your 9th house, so you may be doing a lot of research behind the scenes, a lot of work, and getting a lot of inspiration that is going to benefit you in some way. I do have a video that's focused on this Jupiter-Uranus conjunction that's going to happen in April, where I believe that it's going to bring a very important culmination for you and really everybody in the world. So if you haven't checked that video, please do so. As I promise you're going to learn new things on how to prepare for this big conjunction when it happens in April. Okay, this is all I have for you, Geminis. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked and resonated with this video, please give it a like and remember to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching / listening. I will see you on the next video.